Francisco, but San Francisco happens to have a couple things I'm not so big on. Two of them are going to be hippies and the homeless. Which, to be honest, you can't really tell the difference between these days. It's not like back in 1969 with like the Summer of Love, and it was about love and peace and music. Now it's kind of about like hating normal people and like doing lots of drugs and bringing dogs onto all manner of public transportation. So I was in the Heat one time, which is like that episode of the nucleus of fun and hippiedom. And so I'm walking down the street, and there's a young hippie and an old bum. They kind of look similar to each other. I'm thinking maybe they're a father-son tag team, or maybe like we're in some sort of like time nexus, and there's future and past sitting next to each other. I'm not quite sure. I'm walking past, and the hippie says, "Hey man, like I haven't eaten in like a couple days. I need some money to buy food." And the bum stops him. He's like, "Son, take it easy. You're not doing it right." See, a normal contributor to society, he doesn't want to hear about all this context as to why you need money. That's why I just go, change. And if I just do that, then they don't have to hear the context. They think, do I have change? Yes, I do. Here's the change, and I'm on my way. So just try that out. I'm still standing there, obviously, because I want to hear all this. So the hippie puts his hand up. He's like, change? Let's look at him for a second. I'm good, thanks, actually. If anything, I got too much. My jeans are really tight. It's getting a little bulky. I was going to walk down the street a little bit and throw some pennies away. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just throw a bunch of bush and you guys can have a scavenger hunt. The irony being that a scavenger hunt isn't really fun for bums. That's So the other thing I think that's really cool about the homeless in San Francisco, though, is that they have street sheet. You guys see this. This is crazy. It blew my mind when I showed up. So Street Sheet, I can only imagine what kind of stories they're actually going to have on the cover of Street Sheet. Like, what's their headliner? It's like, raccoon steals hot dog bun. We all go hungry. So what's really crazy if you think about it, though, is that Street Sheet has to have a headquarters. That has a base of operations in a printing press, right? So you imagine a whole office, a whole newspaper office, completely staffed by the homeless. That's insane. Because, I mean, the archive room where they keep all the old copies, everyone's just going to sleep there. Constantly. And then you have to imagine there's got to be somebody writing the show, right? So there's got to be an editor. And the editor, he's got to be a crazy character, isn't he? So he's like standing there in his office telling people, I wanted that story about the pigeons 15 minutes ago. I need it now. I need it absolutely right now. He gets busted in by the secretary. He says, so what is it, Ethel? Mr. Johnson, you're a heroin dealer. Thanks, Ethel. Send him in 2 minutes. Guys, like I was saying, I need that pigeon story. I need it like in 16 to 25 hours. No later than that. Because I'm going to be a little tied up. So I think that finally I do have some really fond memories about California, especially when I was a kid. California raisins, right? You guys remember those? The cool thing about California raisins is that like they're actually real. I was down in Milpitas one day, and I was at this little dive bar, and I ran into one. I was like, it's huge. He was sitting there by the bar drinking. He wasn't drinking wine, that's for sure. But, he was sitting there drinking, and actually I was like, hey, you're one of the California raisins. He's like, yeah, I am. I was like, well, whatever happened to you guys? What's going on? They're like, well, after all, the Claymation Christmas special money dried up. It all took a turn for the worse. I'm like, really, what happened? I'm like, well, first of all, Bobby got addicted to drugs. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Which one was Bobby? He's like the one with sunglasses. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. Right, all right. Well, man, what happened to Bobby? He's like, well, it was actually a bar just down the street from here. Bobby was sitting there minding his own business, having a drink. Somebody came up to him and asked if he could play a song for him. He said, come on, man, you're good at racing, dude. Just sing Heard Through a Grapevine, like one more time, man. Like, love that song, you gotta pay for me. And so Bobby, he was just incensed. He snapped. He pulled the vine right out of the back of his head and just choked the guy. He almost killed him. So the cops had to come in and take him to the precinct, right? And so the cops are at the precinct. They're like, okay, so what's your name? He's like, Bobby Raisin. He's like, aliases? the big fucking raisin. I was like, okay, fair enough. Height, like 6'3". It's like, that is a big raisin. Oh yeah, age. And so Bobby tells him, he's like, well, I'm 12 years old. It's like, you're 12 years old? What are you doing in a bar? Like, you shouldn't be in a bar if you're only 12 years old. What's that about? He was like, you know how fucking old that is for a raisin, man? I was put out in the sun after I was 2 weeks old. You're like, I've been out in the sun way too fucking long. It's ridiculous. And so they had to lock him up. It was terrible. It was such a sad sight. And I got done telling the story of this giant raisin. I was like, man, it's so sad. Oh, what's happened to Bobby now? Is he okay? He's like, actually, yeah, he's doing all right. He came out of jail, he landed on his feet. He actually lives in Hollywood now. He's a stunt double for Christian Slater.